That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
This will be fielded at the 8.
We spend so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Allen, the intended receiver.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 39 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chargers drive about to get going. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Play fake. Rivers. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Rivers steps away to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Rivers. He's got it. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 99 yards. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offense. Protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harm.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. They'll roll him out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 44 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and that will get them one closer. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You got an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself something to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Mahomes now to throw. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. He's going to let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But they're plenty.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking downfield for... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers rolling to his right. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Here's Rivers. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
180, block 11. Bang, 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 bang.
On 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers, flush to his right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. CD, this second quarter for them, it's been an offensive explosion.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. And now, after that score, 2 touchdowns right here, as you mentioned, in the second quarter. Loving what they're doing. And it tells you a little bit about patience, doesn't it? It's not always adjustments. It's not always just, you know, hey, we've got to do something different. Sometimes do your game plan just a little bit better.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at their own
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep rights, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Wait, 89.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, it's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more.
Chargers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position back.
Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Alex Okafor picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On first down, Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
Yellow. He's coming. Hey, 15.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Flush to his right. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie.
52 to Mike. Tighten up.
Now a run with Hyde. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And Butker able to put this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers eluding the pressure right. He's going to look for Allen now. And got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Rivers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Alex Okafor able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Run 80, black 15. Behind.
On 1st and 10, Rivers flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And my goodness, another interception. Darren Reed picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 20! And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Mahomes going to throw it here. Sliding out of the pocket. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Wait, 89!
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about this.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have that feeling that has to be the best. You just go out and complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession. And that's caught inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He is going to find Hill here, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.